Hello, trading is closed on January 3rd, 2018. My last call said I thought the early trade would give us a clue as to what was going to happen. I said if we undercut these lows early, we had a legitimate target on the downside. If we didn't undercut the lows early, I didn't think the rally was over. Well, before the market opened, it was clear we were gapping up, and it didn't take long to see we weren't going to undercut these lows, so we did go higher. We had a few MEJT things today. Here was the morning signal. These are support, resistance areas. You can see how support held. In the afternoon, MEJT said that prices would travel both under and over these lines, but it didn't really call the direction as far as what should happen first, which is typical. We looked for a pattern with an early high, and that's what we got. Tomorrow's pattern should have an early low and a late high, absent a very big drop in the first hour. I expect to see higher prices tomorrow by the close, probably overtaking this high, although perhaps not by much. What are the chances that we drop early first by a significant amount? Well, futures are down, and I have two completely independent systems. One from they're two different systems, each from a different person, which called this price significant resistance area. If we go over it by a handle, then the signal goes away. But because there is resistance here, it wouldn't surprise me if we have the drop first. But unless it's big, based on the daily pattern and today's strength, I think we'll recover and hit a new high. This is my breadth indicator. We've hit a new all-time high. It's not typically when I start looking for tops, but we had a very weak indicator in August. That's when I was pretty negative. It didn't stop us from going up. You could argue that with the weak volume on the rally, this might not stop us from going down if that's the market's intention, but it's a positive sign. Well, I'm hoping this January 6th date's going to work. That would be Saturday, and we should have some kind of a top, not necessarily the top of this leg, but at least a trading top, either Friday or Monday. And it might not be too much higher than the price we hit today. We're still banging up against resistance here. It just might be breaking through, but it's a tough nut to crack to break through that. Even though DeMarc's stuff has been abysmal, we are still on a monthly combo sell. We are still on a weekly combo sell in alignment. And if we continue higher, Friday we should hit on the daily chart the combo sell, and Monday a sequential sell. When all these three things are in alignment, it's a strong signal in DeMarc's work, but I'm not risking a penny on it until I get more evidence than this, because even though it's worked well in the past, it hasn't worked well on this rally. If that would happen, and if we topped out on my date, there is a wave count which would explain everything. Here's your A, here's your B. If we top out pretty close, I'm not predicting a top, but if we do top out at this area, you'll see C is 50% of A, and all these Fibonacci relationships are pretty neat. But we've had any number of these wave counts on the way up that looked pretty, and the market just blew through them. Let's just say we have resistance in this area. which I'm not acting on yet. So the call for tomorrow is an early drop followed by a day-long rally and a recovery with a good chance of hitting a new high, although perhaps not by much, and that's today's call.